They'll run with Cannon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Back to throw. Hoffman forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On first and 10, Hoffman. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish it.
Looking to throw. Hoffman. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Gotta go.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And this one's incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Down to the 25. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Over! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Off play action. Hoffman. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Watch him now, Barney!
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Hoffman. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
No, check, Patriot! Over!
Throwing after the interception, Hoffman. And his throw is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Gone!
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
2nd down, here's an option right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, hold it and get it.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
4 down. Gotta go.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go. Blue 90. Detroit.
Off the play fake. Hoffman escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit!
On On third down, Hoffman. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So 2 missed field goals for them now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Blue. Got 4 down. Kill.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Trubisky. And he's got Moncrief. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Trubisky. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. First, they go right back to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
To throw on second down, Hoffman. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 51 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, Hoffman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 3rd and 2, Hoffman. Buying time to his left. And eventually take him down here. Great coverage downfield. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going. To face these lessons, the key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Blue. Gotta go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Lock in. Ransom. Gotta go. Run.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing on 1st down. Hoffman. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Hoffman finds Jake Butt over the middle and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Gone! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! All right, now, lucky 56! Gone!
Operating from the gun, Hoffman steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Blue. Lock in.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. So we are at halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted. Been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This time, Trubisky will throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
You see it?
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, gotta go.
Again, it's Howard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Running with Howard. Gets around him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. That sort of goes without saying. That's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turn it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself, or are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the fumble recovery, Kaufman. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 1st down, Hoffman. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
We go. You see it? You see it?
On the handoff, this is Howard. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Move. Lock in.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Von Miller in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Over.
Throwing on first down. Hoffman. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go play action with Trubisky. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Red's up. Red's up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Hoffman dancing to his left. Finding room inside the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Hoffman throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Cannon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to throw. Hoffman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go with Howard again. And he loses the football a 2nd time. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He leads this one for Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Move.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
18.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dante Moncrief. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here.
Move. Lock in.
They'll try the draw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something
And he coughed it up, and the defense has come up with it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Hey, 18.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 18. Ransom. Hey, gotta go. Ransom.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do a little bit better."
Yeah.
As they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They begin with a run by Davis. He finds an opening past the 40. And now look at him go. And finally brought down at the 38. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Leopard!
On 1st and 10, Anderson. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On second down, Davis. And an alley to run. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Now
Anderson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Hoffman. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Gotta go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, they will fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.